Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. We got 7 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on NBA player props, go ahead and check out ParlayPlay, guys. Get 5 free entries when you guys sign up. Use it on this slate. Start the week off right. Get some nice wins. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. 7 matchups, pretty light slate today, starting with the Indiana Pacers versus the Orlando Magic. The Magic opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over/under at 229.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Indiana 6-4, 3-7 covering the spread. The overs hit in 8 out of the last 10 meetings. The Pacers just 2-8 in their last 10. One of those was a 1-point loss against the Magic in their last meeting. The Magic 3-7 in their last 10. A very ugly matchup here, probably the worst on the slate. Two very bad teams here. You'd have thought with the new additions that the Pacers would be okay, but I mean, they lost to the Thunder. Haven't looked all that great yet with their new additions, and really hate this matchup here. Gotta take the Magic at home. Beat them in the last matchup. Coming off a Rockets win. Could be some momentum for Orlando, especially at home. But I do like the Magic, and 229.5. I mean, that's a really high over-under. I'm going to take a chance. The over did hit last game, but man, I just don't trust these teams to score that many points. Who knows? Taking the Magic, and then maybe play around with the under 229.5, because that's really high. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Bulls versus the Miami Heat. The Heat opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 227. The last 10 head-to-head, Miami is 8-2, 7-3 covering the spread. The overs hit in 7 out of the last 10 meetings. Chicago 7-3 in their last 10, coming off that Memphis loss. Miami 8-2 in their last 10. Coming into this on a couple game win streak, playing good basketball here. Chicago, they've struggled against Miami, 1-6 against Miami, 1-4 covering against Miami. Miami 8-1 in their last 9. 5-0 against the Eastern Conference. The overs hit in 11 out of their last 16 games here. I like the Heat at home. I'm not in love with the spread, though. I think that's a little bit too high. 5 points. Two good teams here. You're getting Bulls coming off a tough loss. I like the Heat, though, at home. Maybe throw them in a teaser. Lower that total a little bit. I don't know, but we're going to roll with the Heat at home here. Next matchup, we have the Charlotte Hornets versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as 10-point home favorites with the over-under at 242. The last 10 head-to-head, the Bucks 6-4, 3-7 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 matchups. Charlotte just 2-8 in their last 10. Milwaukee 5-5 in their last 10. On a 2-game losing streak here, 1-4 in their last 5. Some tough losses for the Bucks, coming off a bad loss against Brooklyn, Philly, 2 3-point games they just lost by. I think it's a great bounce back spot for the Bucks at home. 10 points, you already know, forever until I stop doing this. 10 points is always going to be very scary for NBA. Any team can cover 10 points, no matter who they are. So don't love the spread. Add them to your moneyline parlays. Throw them in your teasers. Take a shot with them -10 if you guys like doing straight up spreads, which I do not. So we'll take the Bucks at home. A good revenge game for Milwaukee. 1-4 in their last 5, struggling. I think they can come out and beat up on this Charlotte team that's been playing very bad. Give me the Bucks at home here. All right, next matchup, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Timberwolves opening up as a 1-point road favorite with the over-under at 225.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Cleveland is 2-1, 1-2 covering the spread. The overs hit in 1 out of the last 3 matchups. No Rondo, no Levert's out. Darius Garland is questionable. Be sure to check his status. You know he's been out the last few games. Minnesota 6-4 in their last 10. Cleveland also 6-4 in their last 10. Both teams Cleveland coming off a win over the Wizards. Cleveland just 1-4 covering the spread in their last 5 games. Minnesota 4-2 covering against Cleveland. Only a 1-point spread here. The big question is Garland going to play? Because they definitely need him here. We'll see and wait on that news, but I like the Timberwolves on the road. Only a 1-point spread, going to be a close one. I like Minnesota. They've been playing pretty decent, and I just like their scoring options there against this Cavs team. If the Cavs were plus any more points, maybe if they were plus like 3 or 4, I'd probably lean Cavs, but only a 1-point spread. Minnesota coming into this healthy. That's why I like them here. So I'm going to take the Timberwolves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Raptors versus the Brooklyn Nets. Raptors opening up as 2-point road favorites with the over-under at 225.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Toronto 6-4, 6-4 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 meetings. Toronto 6-4 in their last 10. Brooklyn just 3-7 in their last 10, coming off a big win over the Bucks on Saturday. Toronto on a 2-game losing streak since the All-Star break here. They are 5-2 covering against Brooklyn, 15-5 against Brooklyn. Brooklyn 2-12 covering at home. That's where they've been brutal. I believe no Kyrie Irving because it's a home game. And we've seen this team without KD, Kyrie, still no Ben Simmons. I mean, it's going to be tough. I think it's a great bounce back spot for Toronto on the road, playing a team missing their stars. I like Toronto to come in and get a nice road win. Give me Toronto money line on the road. All right, next matchup, we have the San Antonio Spurs versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies opening up as 8.5-point favorites with the over-under at 235.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Memphis is 7-3, 6-4 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 meetings. Spurs, DeJounte Murray was out on Saturday. I feel like with the line like this, might be looking like he probably is going to be out Monday. But be sure to check his status. Spurs 5-5 in their last 10. Memphis 7-3 in their last 10. Memphis coming off a nice win over the Bulls. Spurs just 0-5 against Memphis right now. 1-4 covering against Memphis. Memphis 7-2 covering the spread right now. Kind of crazy. 9-2 at home. Playing phenomenal. Ja Morant's on fire here. Rolling with the Grizzlies at home, -8.5. Maybe the line might move down a bit if DeJounte Murray does play, but nonetheless, we're taking the Grizzlies at home. And then the last matchup, we have the Sacramento Kings versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Kings opening up as 4.5-point road favorites with the over-under at 224.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Sacramento 7-3, 6-4 covering the spread. The overs hit in 4 out of the last 10 matchups. A lot of question marks for OKC. Giddey, Dort, Jerome Williams. A lot of guys questionable. Sacramento on a 4-game losing streak. Back-to-back losses against Denver. OKC just 3-7 in their last 10. Did get a nice win over the Pacers. Sacramento 4-1 covering against OKC. 5-1 in their last 6 against the Thunder. Thunder just 1-10 at home. That's where they've been pretty awful. A lot of question marks on the Thunder end. And I think I'm going to have to go with Sacramento here. -4.5. Not in love with the spread just because I don't trust Sacramento as a team. But coming into this pretty healthy. A lot of question marks on the Thunder end. Give me the Kings -4.5. Money line on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.